What's up, everybody? My last video was a react to Simon's video on the Fateless channel about the beta, and it was a little long, so I just wanted to do a shorter video on the beta and kind of go over my plans for it. Little peek behind the curtain, I tried recording this last night and got a little rambly and didn't keep it short, so this is attempt number 2. And I'd love to say I'm being a good creator and got cleaned up for the beta to look good for live streams and stuff, but honestly it's just hot as hell, so had to clean up, get rid of the hair, cool down a little. With all that being said, Fateless sent an email yesterday, and I thought it had some good info in it, and it was a good way to get through this video quickly. Just going through all the info we need is right here in this nice email. You can see right from the start, the wait is nearly over. Beta launches at 3 PM UTC on Tuesday, May 19th, which I think I said incorrectly in one video is 10 AM my time, but it's actually 11 AM my time. And it'll be available on PC, Mac, iOS, and Android. Right here it just lists what'll be in the email when the email comes out. An important thing to note is the emails will roll out in waves, so please allow time for delivery once launch begins. The email doesn't get blasted out to, they have 100,000 people signed up, and it doesn't get blasted out to everyone all at once, so please bear with them and be patient. Give it up to like an hour, maybe even more if they're talking on the Discord saying it's taking a little longer than that. And obviously check your spam promotions if it hasn't popped up. And another thing, if you didn't get this email that I'm looking at right now, it's probably a good sign that you're not signed up. So go ahead, click the link that I'll have down in the description, and make sure you're signed up for beta if you want to get in. It will be an open beta, but you have to sign up to get the email with the download link. Otherwise you'll have to wait for a friend or maybe some creators to share their download links, because we were told that there'll be a shareable link because they want to get as many people into the beta to test it as possible. Not too much to touch on here with the platforms and devices. I don't have an iPhone, so I'm not that familiar with TestFlight, but if you do, you're going to have to play it through TestFlight, and it's important to note it's capped at 10,000 players. So if you are planning on just playing on your iPhone, you're going to want to get in early and not wait. But if you do miss that 10,000 threshold, you can still play on PC and Mac. And we know for this first beta wave, there'll be no PvP, no Pantheons, and no Tower of Strife. But what we will be able to play, they'll have the campaigns. This is kind of a separate bullet point, but for the campaign, you'll have story, adventure, and heroic difficulty modes. We'll have dungeons. We know that there's going to be all 4 Ascension dungeons, 2 gear dungeons, and 1 weapon dungeon open. And with the weapon dungeon open, you'll have weapon crafting and imprint systems, daily login rewards. They are going to have leaderboards on the Godforge website, and exclusive beta cosmetics. They did show a login chart where some of these cosmetics are tied into logging in. So even if you have a busy day and you're not able to really play the game, you should probably still try and log in just to collect your daily rewards and make sure you lock in those cosmetics if that's something you care about. And the hot item of beta is there's going to be tokens of valor available just by playing. And we don't know what we can unlock with them yet, but we do know there's going to be like a token of valor shop in the live game. So you're going to want to try and earn those and make sure you get some cool stuff unlocked. So the most important section is they want your feedback. This is beta, like they say right there, this is beta, it's all about testing. They want to balance and improve the experience before launch. So as excited as we all are to jump into the game, definitely cool to be excited to play. I'm definitely excited to play, but we want to make sure that we're also testing and providing feedback so they can release the best game they can. But it is cool they specifically call out some of the areas they're really looking for feedback on. So story progression pacing, weapons and imprint systems, hero experimentation and builds, device performance, gameplay feel and balance. So if you want to help the team the best you can, those are the specific bullet points to dial in on and think about as you're playing the game. They did show in Simon's video on the Fateless channel that there's a dedicated support desk. It'll be a website that they'll give us a link to when the beta goes live. And basically you'll be able to use it to report bugs, just give general gameplay feedback, And there'll also be a technical support section where if you're having issues getting into the game or some other issues once the beta goes live, you can go there for the technical support. And there's also going to be two, I don't remember if he put a number on it now, but there's going to be surveys throughout the beta, so make sure to help the team and provide feedback and fill out those surveys. And obviously, if you want all the most up-to-date info, you want to join the community, Discord is always popping off. Probably going to be your easiest access to Fateless updates and news, and all types of other fun community interactions on there. There's a link to the video that I was talking about earlier. I did a live react to it as well, or a blind react to it. I don't know why I keep saying live. And also important, follow all their socials. If you're on the email, they're all right here. If not, if you go to godforge.gg, locking it, right here at the bottom, they have all their socials right on the website. One other quick thing while we're on the website. Sorry, I had to resize some stuff, but one more thing while we're on the website. Up here where it says account, I'm already logged in. If you're not logged in, it'll say sign in up in that top corner. But basically, you can click in, go to your profile, and I skipped the info tab. It shows your username and some other info. I don't know how private it should be kept. But if you played in the minigame, you can see your rewards here. So if you forgot what you logged in, or just want to take a peek to make sure everything looks alright, you can hop in here and see all your minigame rewards. And I guess that's an important time to call out. If you played the minigame, make sure you log in with your minigame account. If you just played the alpha doesn't carry over to the beta, so you will need to create a new account. But if you did play the minigame and you want to get your rewards, just log right in. Your account's already in the system. If you start a new account, it won't be attached to your rewards, so make sure if you played the minigame, sign in, not new account. If you didn't play the minigame, yes, start a new account. I just want to touch on two more things from the video from the other day. But I guess real quick before I get into that, for me personally, I'm going to try and stream at least an hour each day during the beta. We'll see how it goes with work and stuff. I've kind of said it a few times in other emails, but it's going to be a crazy busy time for me at work, but going to try and make it work out. And if I can't stream, I'll try and get a video out on days that I'm not streaming. So if you want to catch those streams or videos, go ahead, click that subscribe button. Be a great help, and you'll catch all the streams and all the other info. Lastly, before I get on with what I want to get on with from the video, as far as starters go, I've definitely been Team Lady Zoc since day one, and she's definitely still my plan to pick on day one of early access. And I think on my free-to-play account, I have Sun Wukong from the minigame. So I'm going to go Guan Yu for that little TN synergy. So I think just to have a different experience during the beta, I'm going to go Ramses on both accounts. But I'm still kind of flip-flopping, so if you see me on Tuesday with a totally different starter, don't be too surprised. But right now I think I'm just going to go Ramses. That way I'll have a somewhat different start, so it'll be a little different going into beta and early access with my starter at least. But getting into what I wanted to talk about, there are going to be daily login calendars in the game for beta. So this is the 30-day login that, obviously everything's still subject to change, but the 30-day login that'll be in early access and when the game launches. So obviously there could be changes to it, but there will be login calendars. So that's one reason you'll be wanting to log in daily to catch up these rewards. But if I fast forward a little bit, this Ribbons Chosen is just for the beta, and it's kind of hard just to tell from the picture, but Simon hovers over it and shows us. But day 3, 5, and 7 are all cosmetics that you'll unlock in the beta and get to keep in your account when the game launches. I'm assuming it's a daily login, so like it's day 5 and you only logged in 3 days, I'm assuming you only get up to day 3. You don't just automatically get everything locked up because it's day 5 for everybody. So, I mean, obviously if you don't care about cosmetics, this doesn't matter. But this is why I think even if you're not going to play, you want to at least log in each day. Get yourself some goodies. And obviously the drops during week 2 are going to be great for boosting your account and kind of pushing you through whatever wall you might be stuck at in the beta, and let you test more and get deeper in the game for, set it but more testing. If I skip ahead again, the last thing I want to talk about is the Gold Emporium. I lied, one thing before the Gold Emporium. There are going to be like daily gifts, so there's no real money spending, but there is in-game currency spending. So you'll have these free gifts, I think. Then you also have a rupee shop where you can buy gold, energy, summons, and basically, if you're trying to push as far as you can in the beta, resource management is going to be huge. Obviously, if you just want to have fun and test heroes, go ahead and blow all your rubies on summons. I'm not going to tell you how to have fun, but if you are trying to push and get as deep into the dungeons and story campaign as you can, you're going to want to hold on to your rupees and wait to see where you get stuck and what's going to help you. If you need energy for farming, if you need gold to upgrade gear or something, or if you do need heroes because you're lacking some debuff or something that'll help you get through a wall, you want to hold on to your rubies and focus in on what you need help with. And there's also a calendar where you'll get daily gold drops, and it costs 2.5k rubies, so that's something that might be worth investing in, so you make sure you get a little pocket of gold to start each day with. So here's the Gold Emporium I was talking about, and kind of similar to the ruby shop. If you want to push as deep as you can, you're going to want resource management. Careful what you buy in here. I will say it's pretty cool. The Aetherstone cat, you're not just buying an Aetherstone, you have a chance at getting a flawless, ancestral, or 2 mortal. So a little bit of RNG in the shop, which should add a little bit of fun. I guess there will be a little bit of feels bad man if you only get mortals the whole time, but at least they're trying something interesting with the shop. YouTube doesn't want to cooperate with me, so I can't stop it where I want it, but on the other side there is another spirit to unlock, and there's also different crates for different things. There's like an alchemy for ascension materials, there's a forge box for forge materials, and I'm drawing a blank on what the other box is, but it was another type of material for upgrading heroes or weapons. And then there was also 2 imprint options. Originally, my advice for this before I was paying attention was come in and check what has a daily limit and get your daily limit of those. But if you look down, everything has a daily limit, and it's the same thing on the other side, so it's not going to be come in here and buy your daily limit of everything. It's going to be more resource management. Come in, buy what you need. I mean, the Aetherstone crate is pretty cheap, so that's probably something you'll want to get each day. And probably the Aetherstone catch also. I don't think 50k gold is going to really break the bank each day. But like some of these gear kits are 350k. The lesser spirit catch is 250k. This is like I don't know if it's a greater spirit catch or whatever, but it's a higher level spirits. So it's like these, it could be double the price of the lesser. Could be another 500k here. So things will get pretty expensive in the gold shop. You just want to make sure you manage your resources wisely if you are trying to push as deep as you can. That's all for me on this one. I don't want to get too rambly again. If you could, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on the live streams and videos I post during beta. And if you're not signed up and you didn't get that email that I showed you earlier in the video, make sure you click the link in the description, get signed up. Otherwise you'll be stuck waiting for someone to share a download link. And with that, have a good one.